Hi, this is Bob Knorpp from the BeanCast.
Peter Shankman.
And it's time for the 2-minute rundown for Wednesday, February 15th, 2012. The timer is running. Let's get started. Is liking making us any more loyal? This is a big question. We've talked about whether the value of a like is meaningful to a brand, but the data is not supporting that it's making us any more loyal. It may be creating huge reach audiences that you can market to, but nobody wants to actually talk about it.
I think that's the wrong question. The question we should be asking is liking making companies more revenue? Revenue comes from loyalty. You can answer both questions by answering one.
But how do you measure that? How do you get to that? And that's the ongoing problem with brands and social media of trying to figure that question out. And at the same time, it doesn't negate the fact that we're trying to do branding online.
We are trying to do branding, but again, it has to tie back to revenue. I think that if we can measure something along the lines of a company saying, okay, we did this and we had this many people join us and our revenue went up this %, figure out a way to measure it.
Well, that's going to be a question we'll be debating for
we should be able to do it by Friday.
Well, Chrome just got released on Android, and we're talking about the browser, not the OS. I was a bit confused about this as well. But Chrome is released on Android. How important is this?
Not major, because you got to realize, again, people using Android, they're a little more savvy than the iPhone, because it's a different brand, but it's still something that has to go down. People have to install it. People have to figure it out.
Chrome is the #2 browser on the desktop now, and having it on the Android system makes it a serious
If it's a default, yes. If it's the default browser when you turn it on, yes. If it's not the default browser, doesn't matter. It needs to be on the deck.
Marketers should be paying attention
They should be.
Absolutely.
If it's the default browser on new browsers, if Ice Cream Sandwich comes out with Chrome as the default, yes.
And of course, there was another social network release, Foodie.com, social network just for foodies. Boy, do we need another social network.
I heard Paula Dean was the first person to sign up for it, apparently. It's going to compete with diabetics.org, which is another social network for diabetics. No, we don't. And we need people to stop taking photos of food and that they think are art and that actually look like crap.
Oh, yeah. I am so
We do not need a social network for food, for God's sake.
There's a lot of resistance on my part about putting any kind of picture of food online.
I'm done, yeah.
Well, that's
I'm out of time. I got to go take some pictures of food.
I know. We're out of time. I'm Bob Knorpp.
Peter Shankman.
Tune in tomorrow for another 2-minute rundown.